Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it as well. I think we got great results by playing together, and I think it's a combination that we should utilize more than we have in the first 4 games. Definitely him getting sick before kind of affected that in a big way. I think that's what I said yesterday. It would have been interesting to see, if Chris didn't get sick and he would have continued to practice and play, he probably would still be starting with me. So, but it isn't the case. The season is a long season. We'll see where the lineups end up going towards, and so we just got to all stay in it and trust that Mike will figure out the best combinations to put together.
How much, obviously the players are different, but how much different is the style of offense and the way you guys are playing the game as compared to the way you ended up last year?
I mean, it's a little different. We try to get back to the basics of the offense, try to utilize more the individual and collective talents. So it's definitely different because of the personnel and the time that we also had during training camp to work on certain things. But as we move forward, we got to continue to grow, continue to improve, figure out what works best for us, especially down the stretch when it's crunch time, and then also figure out how to keep leads and not have to fight for our lives at the end.
Well, that's it. That's got to be frustrating too, because you had a point last year where you blew games down the stretch, and you've almost done it twice in a row here.
Right, correct. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's always a bad sign when you blow out leads like that. Consistency is a big factor in this profession, in sports, in life. So you just got to stay consistent and don't have these up and down stretches where you put yourself in vulnerable positions. So we have to mentally and physically work to be able to sustain those efforts.
In theory, consistency with the lineup might help with consistency.
Right, yeah, correct. Well, that doesn't, right. Definitely rotations and lineups will help with us being more consistent right now.
Can the team be patient? I mean, how patient? I know it's difficult for you. You're getting a typical amount of minutes, or maybe a little bit lower. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's 11 guys playing. I mean, how feasible is it to stay with that?
Well, I think Mike is just testing the waters, trying things out and figuring things out. And it's only 4 games into the season, got 78 to go. But at some point we should find a line and units that work together well, and a pattern that gives us the trust, the confidence, the consistency that we all look for as players. And I think also that's going to translate into more regularity on the floor.
Can you recall that particular lineup even scrimmaging, even in practice? That was Henry, Hill, yourself, Steve.
No, because until this point, X has always been in the second unit, never been with the first unit. It's like the first game, not even practice that he's been with the first unit. He's always been Nick and both Steve's in the first unit. So that was a change.
So asking that group to close out when you've never even played together, that's a lot.
Right, yeah. I mean, but that comes basketball instincts and going along with it and just trying your best. But again, we have to find a certain level of consistency so we can actually maximize the time out there.
First real road trip of the season for you guys. Mike said he wants to see consistency.
Right. Well, yeah, that's a big word, right? Word of the day.
How hard is it to get that consistency right now?
I mean, it's difficult because of different factors, but it starts with us, starts with the lineup, starts with the rotations, starts with knowing more or less the times that you come in and out, and the guys that are going to play or not going to play, being ready. Well, with this situation, you always have to be ready to play, and not knowing exactly when you're going to come in, when you're going to come out. So that's a little bit of a challenge. But the positive side is that more guys are playing, and it seems like with this kind of situation, not everybody's just too happy, but they're not too upset. But we just have to just find it whichever way we can, give our best effort. That's something that it's on us, the energy, the effort that we need to put out there.
We're obviously going to make a big deal about you guys taking on Black, but do you guys even care?
I mean, not too much. I mean, it's going to be a tough road game. They're 3-0. They're a good team. They play well at home. They have a lot of weapons offensively, but we have to play our game and continue to progress as a team. And but that's going to be the second game of the road trip. First, we have to focus on Dallas to see if we can start off well, and that would be a big boost of confidence to get our first road win, and make sure we don't make a habit out of losing on the road.
How you guys seem to lose focus and energy at sometimes during the games.
Right.
Jordan Hill's one of the big energy guys in the whole NBA. Does it surprise you to see him sit on the bench as much as he has been?
Yeah, we're a deep roster. Mike is utilizing a lot of the guys, and there's different factors. I like Jordan to get more minutes. I like Chris to get more minutes.
Great front line right there.
Yeah. I mean, my average is I'm fighting this thing off, and it makes me be a little more exhausted at times, so I can sustain the energy and the effort as long as I would want to. So I'm okay with the minutes that I'm playing right now. At some point in the future, as I become more effective, I like my minutes also to increase, just like any other player in the league, I guess. And I think no player in the league will say, I want to play less minutes. So that's just the competitive spirit of every player and the hunger and the ambition of every individual. But I would like these two players in particular to see more minutes, because it just makes us bigger, stronger. Guys that are being effective, and Jordan Hill is, the minutes that has been out there, I think has had a huge impact and helped us win the Clippers game and helped us win last night. So even though it might not be perfect for the system and the spacing, his energy and effort makes up for a lot of things.